I'm gonna go hello, welcome to everyone on the stream, the actual official stream at the moment. I have been blabbering around for the last 25 minutes plus while these boys have been racing, and then all of a sudden I see a comment on the stream chat going, hello, question mark, where is the stream, question mark, and then I realized I haven't started my actual stream. So I am going to go and humbly apologize to the boys from the console side and from everyone on the stream. I am so sorry. Back in the mix again. This is Wednesday night racing. This is sadly the first of the two races we're going to have this evening. 2 by 25-minute races. Qualifying has been done already. I'm going to get you back up to speed as quickly as possible. Big battles at the present moment. Zero Races, the man in the mix. From a qualifying standpoint, this is what the boys did. Alroy top, Grimjaw, Springbok, Zero, Kudu, Michael, Bassadog, Rapid, Dark. And then from a racing position, it's ongoing. We're in the last minute or so from finishing this race. Plenty of action that occurred, and as I said that, I mean, I literally was commentating the whole time. Action-packed, even had the man on the mic, Paul Fenter, here with me, and we were commentating left, right, middle and center, giving praise and acknowledgement to everyone, me even giving this man, Brett Butler, a happy birthday wish. I mean, how realistic is it? So again, apologies from my end. This is the final few corners and sectors of the first race, the first of the 25-minute. Zero Racer seemingly coming all the way to the front from his 4th place qualifying position, dominating in 4th. Alroy Serrano in 2nd position at this stage, and he's been chased down by Michael Stefano. So this battle has been ongoing for about 20 minutes or so. There was a bit of a gap in the beginning of the race time frame, but this has closed down quite dramatically since we've ended up here. Springbok Gamer, on the other hand, really had a great race start, and then somehow in the midst of racing found his, well, had one of the side walls jump in front of him, causing him to get a bit of damage. Now he has been trying to nurse that Nissan all the way through to where he sits at the moment, but he's got 2 hungry McLarens right behind him, wanting to take that victory off him. Grimjaw, on the other hand, had a phenomenal race start and then lost positions as it went along. Danny Dan and Brett Butler battling it out here at the back. HBR Amin qualified in the top 10, but then hasn't had a great one. Hells is still there in the mix. Bassett Dog in the pits. He has definitely had a past first race finished. And then HBR Ram trying to just close it off. Sarah Racer finished the race in first, and that's a great victory by him. Alroy second, Michael third, Grimjaw fourth, Springbok Gamer fifth, Rapid Duck, Kudu Vaz, Butler, and Danny Dan still battling it out as they finish it through. Again, these boys had a great race, and I've missed it all. Well, you guys have missed it all. I've seen it all, and you all have missed it. So, my humble apologies. Let's see if I can make it up for you for the next race. Again, 25 minutes of racing. The boys are certainly going to finish it up, well, start up the same way they did from a qualifying point of view. So we will have Alroy in the first place, Grimjaw, Springbok, Cero, Kudu Vaz, Michael, Passadog, Rapadak, Armin, Danny Dan, Ram, and then Butler Racer, followed by Hells. Race 1, this is where we have concluded it. Again, Sarah Racer taking a great victory there for him, capitalizing on everyone's tiny errors, I would say. Alroy doing very well, maintaining seconds. Michael Stefanak climbing up the spots there. Grimjaw losing a couple of spots. Springbok Gamer finding the wall. And then, of course, big battles all the way from start to finish between Rapid Duck and Kudu Vaz. So, let's see what race 2 brings to us. Hopefully it will be just as exciting as race 1. Again, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? New session should start in the next few minutes. Let's see if I can get a bit of a good overview. Not what I want. There's the boys from a grid standing position, waiting for the second race to start. Hungry drivers. Technically everything should reset. This is probably taking a bit of time now. Probably longer than what I would have expected. Okay, wait. 2 minutes or so? Does give me a few moments to just go and fix a couple of things. There we go, got the chat back on. Come now, server, work with us. There we go. Ready for race 2 drive scenario again. Now this is hopefully going to be a bit more eventful, because this time around I can stream it for everyone to view. And at first I was wondering, why is it so quiet this evening? And then I didn't really think about it. Starting grid, we have Grimjaw, Alroy Serrano, Springbok Gamer, Sarah Racer, Michael Stefanak there, Kudu Vaz, Rapid Duck, Bassett Dog, HBR Ram, Then we got Dan, followed by Brett Butler, HBR Ram at the back. Sorry, Armina's in front of him with the Ferrari, and then of course Hell's 666, the last remaining car. Again, 25 minutes of racing we have on our hands. These boys do not need to do a mandatory pit stop. This is the round 5 slash B race for our season. Next week we're going to go to Silverstone, again one of my favorite tracks. And apparently this is my co-commentator's second favorite track. I yet to believe if that is actually quite true. Boys coming back into the streams. Hi, Project Jocks. Apologies. I was so in the zone there talking to myself for the whole of the qualifying session, and then I did 95% of the streaming, or should I say non-streaming, of the first race, only to realize that I did not start the streaming. So these poor boys are only going to have the ability to watch their second race this evening on our streaming channel. Oh, sometimes when it goes wrong, it goes horribly wrong. Today is just one of those days. Never have I ever. Hopefully the next time I can get it right. Okay, as we get it on, I think this time around, it's hopefully going to be a lot very interesting. Oh, I can't do anything except watch as the conditions goes along. Race 2 is on the way. Now from a race 1 standpoint, Assetto, who is the man we are on viewing point now with the Merc, had a phenomenal start. Don't know where he got the pace 1 from, but he jumped 2 positions, then challenged for the race victory, and then took it by storm. Everyone else struggled to maintain the pace he had. That Mercedes certainly the one to keep an eye out on. Michael Stefanak, the leading championship racer for our series thus far. And again, when I start talking about leading championship, this is the current point standings where we sit. Michael Stefanak, the dominating force in his Ferrari, 3 victories in his back pocket. He is trying, well, he's being chased down by Grimjaw, Kudovas, Rapatak, Diversity, Eze, excuse me, who's not here this evening. And of course, we've got Springbok Gamer in 6, Dan in 7, Alroy Serrano in 8, Marius in 9, and then Jakes Fatikaki in 10. So these are the top 10 boys after 4 races. This is round 5, race 2. Again, those that have joined this race are definitely going to get a lot of good bonus points in their pocket. Unfortunately, a few of those couldn't have made it. I think what I've been told is the famous South African load shedding is underway all over the show, so it is playing a bit of havoc to our championship. I hope it doesn't deter the sim racing drivers from joining next week when we are hosting our final race at Silverstone. Hey, as we mix it up, 25 minutes of racing. I've given everyone sort of the highlight of where we are. I have apologized, I think, on many levels for what I've missed out on and what you boys have missed out on. I can't believe I've allowed everyone else to miss this great racing. Let's hope race 2 is slightly better from a starting point of view. Again, there was a bit of hiccups here and there. A couple of boys getting too anxious off the grid, therefore getting penalty. So let's hope they've learned from that. I'm going to keep an eye out on the front 5 boys because they certainly were on pace at the start. Now let's look at it. Alroy Gamer, he is once again not in the mix there. Grimjaw going very wide again, doing exactly the same thing as he did before. First round race, corner incident, accidents everywhere. Springbok Gamer definitely in the mix there. Now that was a big collision there at the back of the pack. Not 100% sure what has occurred, but a few guys were involved there. Like, it's just not Springbok Gamers' chance at this moment. Now, of course, Grimjaw manages to get away far better this time around. But then, of course, we also have Sarah Racer that's made up a few positions from the grid start. Alroy make good points. Michael Stefanak is now in 4th. Springbok Gamer is far behind, and I wish I could get a replay to see what has happened. The only thing I saw was cars flying and spinning around at corner 1. So chaos is the word. Yes, project. Hashtag chaos. And I did note that it was going to get worse in corner 1 on race 2 because boys were just going to get way too brave, and that is exactly what has occurred. It is now filtered out. The problems are everywhere. Kudavas still struggling with his ping, so really need to get this man to sort out his ping this evening. He's just all over the show. I do hope everyone can see him. On my screen he is left, he's right, he's in the ground, he's up there. I really don't know where he is. Kudos there for Hulls, trying to keep clear from what is a car that's everywhere. Alroy, on the other hand, has now got his hands full with Michael Stefanak right behind him. And as I have spoken, Sarah Racer making havoc of himself. He is making a nuisance on Grimjaw. He knows he's got the pace. He's aggressive, left, right and center, flashing the lights as he comes down the straight, informing Grimjaw that if you're going to make a mistake, I am going to capitalize. And this time around, I'd love to see if Grimjaw can maintain his first place position. He dropped down quite a lot in the first race. Ooh, Alroy has lost a few positions. Michael Stefanak managed to pass Alroy. So I don't know if Alroy made a slight hiccup of an error, but he is one position down. Springbok Gamer making plenty of time up at the moment. He is aggressive. So even though there was a lap 1 chaotic incident, Springbok Gamer has managed to gain so much time. Don't know what he's done, but he has got, I would say, some angry juice in him, because I would be furious if my rear end got tagged and now I have to fight all the way back. He's gonna see if he can make some moves. There are Dan, followed by HBR Ram, so Bentley and Honda ahead of him. He has made a few positions up since the start of the race. Zero and Grimjaw still battling it out. Zero on the tail end of Grimjaw there. Of course, Grimjaw is not going to make it easy this time around for Zero. However, he goes very deep into that corner. Does he get a better exit? Yes, he does. Makes it count this time around. He's still got to fight it hard to game. Oh, as he makes a big hiccup there through the S's. Opportunity move by Zero, takes the position with flying colors and a big smile on his face. Happy Merc there now. Now Michael is sniffing Zero. And this is now where Grimjaw has got to put his focus on game face, on get zoned into if he wants to maintain that second place position. Michael Stefanak trying to battle for what it's worth on everywhere else. Springbok Gamer, on the other hand, is certainly making havoc with all the boys in the background. He has now made up all the way to 7th place. So even with that incident that occurred in the first lap, first corner, within the first 5 minutes, he has gained 3 or 4 spots. And he is pulling Kudavas with him. Hal's in front of him. I'm going to keep a close eye on these two boys. Man, Springbok is moving. Back, Grimjaw. Already 2 seconds of a deficit between him and Zero. Zero didn't manage to plant a great qualifying lap, but he certainly has great race pace. And that, how's everyone else doing on the stream? Again, Jock, hello and thank you to you. Again, apologies. Nell, hello and thank you to you. And apologies. Everyone on the stream, hello and thank you to you. And apologies again. There we go. Springbok Gamer. He is making moves. Now, of course, he has got Kudu Vars behind him. Kudu, on the other hand, is a man that is just doesn't. Oh, but that Nissan is quick out of the gates and it just pulls down the straight line. Is he going to make? No, he not. Decided to stay away from it. Had a tinkle of a thought to try and make a move around the outside. Loving the racecraft etiquette by Springbok. Oh, 2, 3, 4 men make a big accident there. Now that is detrimental to Springbok once again. Hal's going sideways through the corner. Springbok trying to compensate for that, try to move away to avoid collision. Kudu Vars, on the other hand, just had nowhere to go but straight, made contact with Springbok, and then Springbok spun, so did Hals, and now he's got to fight it all the way back. That was what I would call a very, very unfortunate racing incident. It literally looked like the one car slid, lost control of himself. The other one tried to avoid him, thus doing so lost speed and momentum, and that just caused the car at the back of them to then make contact. As Grimjaw made an incident or accident, not 100% certain what has happened to him, but he has gone off the racing line, back onto the racing line, lost the position to Michael Stefanak. Now he's being chased down by Elroy Serrano. Serrano is hungry for a position. He is the man that qualified at the front of the pack though, and he just keeps on losing positions when the race starts. Now whether he is being just very cautious, trying to avoid for everyone on his end, and now needs to battle it out, get that position back. Grimjaw making a bit of a gap between him and Elroy Serrano. Only time will tell if that man can make it up. Springbok Gamer, again, poor man, not having the best of races. My absolute heart is broken for you, man. Like, 2 back-to-back incidents is the last thing anyone would want on any race conditions. Danny Dan there, sliding with the car left, right, middle and center. He is not happy with the Bentley this evening. Ooh, as he goes deep into the corner onto the grassy knoll. HBR Ram is going to take that position from him. Easy pass and move. Danny Dan now in position 12. We've lost one individual. Know who. I think, ooh, yeah. Our birthday boy has gone off the radar. So Brett the Butler has stopped racing. I hope it wasn't incident related, and if it was, apologies sir. Certainly the aggression this season is far better than what I've expected it to be from the last one. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, we're all fighting for positions. Everyone wants to win. Now, having said that, Oulton Park is not the easiest track to navigate through. And it's also about position. Just to make a passing maneuver on Oulton is a substantial challenge itself. more battles at the back of the pack. Armin there is now in 5th, so having a better second race for him. He now has Kurovaz behind him, who somehow has managed to sort out his network connection. The car is no longer flying at the moment, and I can actually see it racing and doing what it needs to do instead of flying around like it did before. I'm going to probably go with potential ping lag spike between two networks that has potentially caused that. Else, on the other hand, sitting there nice and comfortably. Again, he once again is being faced down by Springbok, but he is also trying to chase down Rapidak. So weird saying that. Springbok. Actually Springbok. Springbok Gamer. That's the right way to pronounce it. In all fairness, for the boys that's on the stream, again, my pronunciation is absolutely horrible. It's not a Springbok, because that's this is the Afrikaans version of Springbok Gamer. There. But I'll stick to Spring. He's being hunted down by a passing dog there. Again, the man has been in so many incidents and accidents. You can just see how he is struggling at this moment. Oversteer, understeer as he exits this corner. Struggling to maintain the pace that he had at the beginning. And you can see he's working very hard just to keep it ahead of Bassadog. Also trying to catch the boys ahead of him. Armin and Kuruvas, on the other hand, still continuing to battling it out. Now, of course, this is for 5th place position. As I take a sip there of my medicine juice. Ooh, yeah, Kuruvas back in the mix again, flying car all over the show. Grimjaw, Alroy Serrano, Aston versus Bentley. Still taking it on. I think after this race there'll be lots of maybe words being shared by individuals. And I think there's a couple of things that needs to be fixed from a racing point of view. I think for a small grid like this where we only have 13 boys, I would have expected to see none, even maybe one incident. The amount I've seen thus far, although most of them has looked like racing incidents, and I say that with great kindness. It's still not nice to see, in all fairness. Again, battle continues. Once again, Hal's facing off with Spring. The last time these two boys met, both of them was involved in an incident. The one made a mistake, as he have done so again. He's going to try and run it off the grass, which is certainly going to slow him down and make him lose 2 positions. That is not the ideal solution, to try and run that on the grass. But he has tried to do so, lost the positions, opens the gap on the door again for Spring there. Spring has gained 1 position, but so did Bass. Hals has lost 2 places. Armin and I'm going to call him the Flying Finn this evening, purely just because it's so hard to figure out where this man is. As I've said on many occasions, I hope the boys on track can see him. That to me looks like he wants to be on the inside. I, on the other hand, are really struggling to make out where he is. I think in normal circumstances we would have asked the man to stop racing, but we are where we are. He has made a passing move there. So he had a better exit out of that left-hander, therefore capitalizing on Armin. Whether Armin decided to slow down a bit because of the unsurety of where this man is on track, or he just did not have the pace to take him down the straight, is the secondary option. More battles, continuous battles at the front of the grid. 10 minutes of racing, and let's go back to the race leader, Zero, the aggressor from race start, who seemingly just has it set up properly to capitalize on race start. I mean, every time he starts at 4th position, but as soon as he's around corner 1, he's managed to make up 2 places, and then he goes ahead and fights for 1st position, and then as soon as he has that, he sort of runs away with it. So Zero is a man on the move. If he continue the way he has done on round 1, he will have 2 victories in his pocket, and that's definitely a big point scoring position for him. Michael Stefanak, the race championship leader at the moment, he didn't have the best of round 1, but now coming back in the round 2 race, currently sitting very comfortable in 2nd place, a plus 12-second gap between himself and Grimjaw, trying to keep on pace with Zero and seemingly doing so. Now, as I speak of him, goes a bit wide there, loses a bit of traction, exiting the corner. Close battle still continues here between Bass and Spring. These 2 gentlemen has been going at it for the last couple of minutes, so of course Spring has got a I would probably say a mountain full of damage on him. Plenty of rear end damage, followed by plenty front end damage, left, right, middle and center. If ever we were playing ping pong, Springbok would be the ball. Again, not being rude or funny, but that's just how it looked like the whole race through. HBR, Armin, Dan there. Boys are still enjoying their race. Alroy there on the other hand, that seemed like Kuduvas. What has happened? I have missed something. So did Alroy make a mistake and now has subsequently lost 1 more place to Kuda? Bass in the pits again. Now, don't know what has happened there. He was having great battles there with Spring. He suddenly just went back into the pit stop box. Is that just... No, he is out of it. Not a happy man. Alroy outbraking himself there, coming into the corner, opens the gap between himself and Kuda. As this race continues, I'm like, should we really do sprint races? It just seemed like mountains of chaos everywhere I look. No one really happy. Rapid Duck doing the best he can at the present moment with his McLaren. Previous race he was fairly on point there with Kuda. Managed to keep Kuda behind him most of it. Now he's battling to keep it in 7th position with a chasing Nissan there in number 21. Five minutes of racing left, and this is your 2 race leaders. Still Michael Stefanak in 2nd, managed to close the gap a bit down between himself and Zero. Loving the Sky Motorsport, or the Sky livery is what they would call it on that Ferrari. A signature livery for Michael throughout the season. As he came out guns blazing. Didn't want to dampen his spirit during our driver briefing, but sure, he has been on point and it just looks so flawless tonight once again. Keeping his nose clean from the fellow racer. Managing the traffic very well. So he and Zero continues their battle. I reckon for next week's race at Silverstone, which is going to be of epic proportions, will definitely be fun to watch. I reckon this Ferrari and that Merc is going to bring their A game to the mix. So I do hope we can have once again a good full grid, 20 boys on track, racing once again, even to those that have had bad luck this season. And again, there has been this season, for some other weird reason, more bad luck to certain drivers or everyone at some point in time has occurred. Now, whether it's the race tracks that we've selected or the combination of car versus track that has been selected, I do hope we can get that all sorted out for our next season and no one is dampened by what has occurred thus far. Let's go back, see what we said. Rapid Duck still continuing to go forth. Now Springbok has closed down the gap far more this time around. So has Michael, so 2 minutes on the clock. That's potentially about 2 laps left. Maybe 3, but then that's probably pushing it. But this gap has decreased quite a lot. Ooh, as Robert goes way sideways there through corner 1. I would call it big drifting style by him. He is certainly pushing that car to the maximum at the moment, knowing that he has got a Nissan behind him, chasing him down. And simultaneously, they are chasing Armin down as well. Springbok very, very close this time around. He is less than half a second on that McLaren. Oh, both of them go wide out of the corner. Both of them lose the momentum. Yes, it's whoever can gate the curbs here and manage it properly. I think that Nissan's got good leg straight line speed through the corners over there. Alroy Gamer, getting into the mix there. He loses another position there. That's Alroy going more down the spot. Positions gained there by Armin, Kudu Vaz, Springbok, and Rapid Duck. Now they will take that on for sure. Alroy not having the best second race at this stage. And again, he's not going to be a happy man. Michael Stefanik on the other hand is just as close to Zero Racers. They go side by side around the corner. Ooh, that is just a bit too wide for Michael. Michael in the walls. Can he get out of it? You can see that car is stuck, spinning it all 4 wheels. He's got to get it back onto track so that he can get it off. Where is Grimjaw? Grimjaw is around the corner from him. Managed to get it off and back on track. Don't really know what happened there. It's like they both were side by side going into the hairpin, and some other odd weird reason Michael just went back all the way off the track. He's got lots of damage though. Assetto is coming through. Where are we sitting? This will be the final lap for him. Michael is keeping Grimjaw at bay. I don't know how long is it going to be there. Let's just check it out. Assetto Racer got the victory, taking the victory. Double whammy for him. Look at that cheeky smile over the line. Beautifully done by that man. Slows it all the way down. Takes the crossing checkered flag. Michael Stefanak, damage car deluxe. Tries to keep Grimjaw at bay. He does so. Those second place for him. Third for Grimjaw. Fourth for Kuruvas. 8 PR mean potentially getting into the top 5 over there. That is a big smashing victory for him. Big milestone achieved. Rapid Duck did manage to keep Springbok behind him. Springbok just having the worst races that he's ever had. He probably doesn't want that all over again. I really feel sorry for that individual. Hopefully it does get better. Awful luck on both instances. I don't know what happened on lap 1, but that incident between him and Kudu and so forth was really accidental. Hals on the other hand brings it back into 9th place. Danny Dan is in 10th. I reckon that was a phenomenal drive by everyone. Thoroughly enjoyed the second race though. Action-packed all over the show. Sadly, I only managed to stream one race. Again, my humblest apologies to the boys on track. I am so sorry. I was literally talking for more than 25 minutes. I was commentating on the qualifying session, commentating on the first race, and for some reason, I just didn't press the stream. So, having said that, 2 races done and dusted. This is the qualifying for both races. Elroy taking podium. Of course, Assetto taking victory in race 1. Elroy in 2nd. Michael in 3rd. And then for race 2, we had Assetto in 1st again. Double whammy for him. Michael in 2nd. Grimjaw in 3rd. Again, this was a phenomenal race, even though you've only managed to watch the second one. Big ups and big thanks to everyone watching the stream and so forth. Next week we are at Silverstone. That will be our finale race at ACC Console. Wednesday night, same time, same place. To everyone out there, thanks a lot. Again, apologies from my end for the first race miss. See you all next week. Do have a good evening, good night, God bless, bye bye.